The Trade tab allows you to do more than place trades. You can chart securities, conduct analysis, and compare options contracts. Let's take a quick look at the Trade tab and discuss some of these features. All right, so we're going to start here on the home screen, and I'm going to navigate to the Trade tab. And on the Trade tab, we have four primary tabs. We have All Products, Forex Trader, Futures Trader, and Active Trader. By default, we wound up here on the All Products tab, and I'm just going to type in an example symbol so that we can see all of the features of the tab. So we'll use Apple as our example today. Now, one note here is that although you can enter orders throughout the platform, this is really the main place that many traders place their stock and options trades. So let's quickly get acquainted with some of these. The first area here is the underlying. The underlying actually gives you quote data for the stock or the underlying stock. In this case, we're using Apple as our example, and we can see the last price, the net change, the bid, the ask, the size and volume, and so on. As we go down to Trade Grid, this area allows you to see how the stock is trading on the different exchanges. So let's collapse the Trade Grid and move to the option chain. And this is where our options traders can find all sorts of details related to options quotes, the bid and the ask price, the contract multiplier, the days till expiration, the available expiration dates, and so on. Now, these remaining sections are really more for options traders, but just briefly, today's option statistics offers you the latest in options action, options time and sales, shows you previous orders, and product depth highlights implied volatility around a security. So now we're going to move to our second tab, Forex Trader. Forex Trader is customized for trading foreign exchange rates for really many of the world's currencies. And we need to remember that we need to apply for Forex trading approval before we can trade it. As we look at Futures Trader, this tab is customized for the trading of the futures markets. Futures traders can trade commodities like gold or oil, and they can also trade a lot of other products like stock indices, interest rates, and even currencies. But just as with Forex trading, we need to apply for futures trading approval before we have that access. Now, our final tab, the Active Trader, is customized for active traders. This allows traders to analyze order flow and volume while they're placing those more active trades. All right, now let's go back to All Products, and we're just going to walk through how to place a trade. For our example today, we're going to look at how to buy a stock. So for today's example trade, we're just going to stick with Apple. And to place that order, just watch how easy this is. We're just going to come over to the ask price to place a buy order down in that underlying field that we've become familiar with. If we wanted to place a sell order, we might click on bid, but we'll click on ask. And that actually creates a complete order for us. It's fully customizable. As we look down at this green bar that's appeared at the bottom of the screen, we can see that this is an order to buy 100 shares of Apple, and it has a limit order by default. We can change that order type from limit to market or so on. We can change the time in force from day to good till canceled. For today's example, how about we just submit a market order? We'll leave that good for the day, and we're going to click confirm and send. Now, as I click confirm and send, I get an order screen that allows me to confirm this is really what I want to do. We're going to buy 100 shares of Apple at the market price. Transaction fees are a consideration for some trades, not in this case. And as I submit this order, and I should quickly get a confirmation that the order has filled as a pop-up that will appear temporarily on the screen. So let me click send. And then there the order has filled, bought 100 shares of Apple, $148.23. All right, we've covered a lot of information in the space of just a few minutes, so now is a great time to go and explore these new tools on thinkorswim for yourself.